Howdy, cowboys. Chewing a straw really makes me feel like a refined gentleman, but it's been a minute since I've seen y'all. This is Alfredo here on my personal channel. We used to call this segment How to Tuesday. I haven't done one in a very long time, so it seems like it's been 6 months to maybe a year. I've been really busy, and these take a little more time than I'm usually able to spare, if you know what I mean. Due to popular demand, I'm here and I'm back, and I'm gonna bring you something that I think could be pretty interesting. Now, the coolest part about BMX, action sports in general, they're usually freestyle, which means that you can do whatever the heck you want. You can ride curbs, ride gigantic ledges, gigantic ramps, whatever floats your boat. All of us will look at different things in a different way. Now, I came here today to go ride the skate park that's right behind me, but it's always really crowded and busy with 99% skateboarders. There's very few BMX riders in this area. I'm in North Hollywood currently, and if they're around here, they're never at this park. It's always skaters, which, no problem. I like to ride with everyone. But when I'm trying to film one of these videos, I feel a little self-conscious sometimes, so I'll go sneak away somewhere and find something that I find that's out of the way and that I can break down for you guys. The coolest part about this how-to, which I haven't even got to yet, but here we are, how to ride different gaps. This is a video that might seem a little rudimentary for a lot of you guys, but if you really break it down, it's for anyone out there. People that have little experience, no experience, or even people that are very experienced. I feel like you can always learn more and maybe take the insight of another person that can help you maybe progress further or just look at things in a different way. So today we're gonna essentially just ride a small gap. Nothing too crazy, but I'm gonna give you a little bit of the insight that goes on in my mind when I'm looking at different things that I wanna hop over, onto, off of, or do a trick onto or over. Right now, we're gonna ride this little gap right behind me. Now, I have a few Instagram clips that I might put in here from last year where I was riding a free coaster. But today, I'm probably just gonna keep it more straightforward. Don't know if I'm in the mood to necessarily bar spin it like I did in the past, but we can break down what goes on in my head when I ride something like this. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm in Hollywood, which is pretty notorious for making things look gnarly or bigger or cooler than they really are. And as you can see, I'm in my gap. It's not the biggest gap. I would say it's roughly, you can measure it as a bike length. I'm 5'9", so this is like 5'3", I don't know, somewhere around there. Michael Harker's height, I don't know. Don't hate me, Michael. The cool thing about this is you can learn it anywhere. If you're in the middle of a rural area, just find the two closest slabs of cement you can find. If you're in a big city, you could find little parking blocks. This used to be, probably was like an original tree planter area or something of the sort. Now, the cool thing about this one is that this gap really, I mean, it could probably get you a flat if you pinch it right around here. Also, don't mind the peg that I broke the other day. It's in one of my vlogs that you could appreciate over here. So on the danger scale, this is probably pretty low danger, but you still could get hurt. So if you're under 18, I would recommend wearing a helmet. If you're kind of new to this, also recommend wearing a helmet, maybe some pads, some shin guards or something. Now, the prerequisites for this trick, as I usually mention in the majority of my how-tos, literally for this one, just straight up bunny hop and a little bit of courage. Even if you were to just gap it the first time and something happens, you probably get a flat or land halfway through. But also, you can cheat and just go on the side of this gap. When I did the intro to this video, I really wanted to make it over the whole thing, but then I realized I would have to come to a complete stop, and it didn't work out. I don't also have an assistant or anybody helping me film these, so that's why I have to have my little mini tripod over there and explain things on my knees, which are not good for them because I'm old. Ow! So, as I was saying, prerequisites, basically just bunny hops and courage. Now, I've been bunny hopping for a very, very long time. It's probably been like 22 years of bunny hops in my body, so I'm pretty good at the mental physics or geometry aspect of looking at things and knowing how fast I have to go. But for some of you guys, it might be your first times, or you might still not have it really dialed. So it might take a few attempts for some of you guys at home to know how fast you should go, how much to pull up, how much to pull out. That one is very important. Always learn how to do that one. Skaters are coming close. They're probably getting picked up by their moms. I should probably stop rambling because they're gonna go right behind me. Wrong soccer mom band. Oh no, that's the right one. A lot of this how-to will probably be me rambling, but it'll be a lot easier at home. Just takes a little bit of practice. So what I'm gonna do is, I've jumped it before, so I'm probably just gonna cold turkey it. This will probably be my first official bunny hop. Well, no, I guess hopping up the curb and then hopping this corner was the first bunny hop, so this will be like the third, but I think we're warm. We did it, man. No tag. Now, like I said, I've been doing this a very long time, so knowing the physics is just kind of innate. So very important. It's gonna be 3 things that you really need to get dialed. Number 1, the speed. Number 2, the distance. Number 3, your height. There should be an equation. I wonder if anyone's ever done one. Maybe we can look it up. So your velocity, if you want to get real scientific with it. So let's say I knew that this gap was 5 foot 3 inches, and I kind of figured that I would need about 2.5 cranks with running a 28-tooth sprocket and a 9-tooth driver on 20.35 inch tires. It really does actually all matter. I do have high air pressure in my tires. I have a really fast Shadow Conspiracy definitive hub, which helps the engagement. Bearings are brand new, so it's really fast. I think I legitimately took about 2 cranks. So if that's the case, and you know you need 2 cranks to clear that gap. Also, because of that, you know that you should probably go, let's say, 1.5 foot in the air. Now, if for whatever reason you felt like you wanted to pop up higher, let's say you want to do a trick, you might need to go a little faster. But that also means that if you actually jump it and get sideways a little bit, you can clear it easier, because as you get sideways, your bike gets less long, so it's more compact, and you can clear that gap easier. So just a little caveat for later. I really should figure out this equation, because that would be pretty cool to break it down, where if we knew the speed, the distance, and then the height. I'm sure it has a formula, I just don't really know it off the top of my head. I'm gonna show you guys another angle, and maybe I'll show you guys what it feels like to be in the POV position. Vlog Fredo in full effect. It's been a while. I haven't held this camera in a minute. Here's the gap. And like I said, I'm gonna pedal my way over here. So roughly, let's say each one of these blocks is another one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, 30 feet. Wow, I'm actually pretty accurate today. So like I said, you can say it's 1, 2, and then bam, kind of clear this gap. So maybe I'll find another angle to show you guys real quick. Should probably get it from here. 1, 2. Definitely went too slow last time, but I made up for it by hopping a little higher and making it a little more dramatic, using a little more oomph. I don't even know what to call that, but some strength, and getting a little more sideways, make sure I didn't tag that. Now, like I said, to begin, you can hop right next to it, so I'll show you that. You can try to figure out and work your way up. The cool thing about these type of gaps, as I said earlier, is that they're low severity, low consequence, and you can work your way up. Wow, those last few shots turned out a lot better than I thought. This new iPhone 13 is pretty wild, but I hope you guys enjoyed that little how-to, and that's basically it. That's how you ride a gap in BMX. That's how you learn to clear the gap in BMX. That's how you get over your fear of the gap in BMX. Basically, a lot of practice, a lot of trial and error, finding spots like this over there that are low consequence, low impact. Get your equipment on, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, a comment, share the video. That does help as well. And if you want more, leave it in the comment. Leave me a question as to what how-to you want to do next, or just search it, because I've done a couple hundred different how-tos on this channel, so go and look at them. But again, my name is Alfredo. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't done so. I really like sunsets, so I post a lot of them on there. Okay, not that many, but yeah, that's it for today. See you guys.